Good morning, students. Welcome back. In previous class, we have discussed the concept of constructor. In that concept, first we discussed definition of the constructor, why we are going to use the constructor, and how we are going to identify the constructor and the type of the constructors. In today's class, we can glance all those concepts once, then we are going to move the constructor overloading concept. First, the definition of the constructor is the constructor is special member function or a method of a Java class that going to permit the automatic initialization of an object when an object are created firstly in our program. Then the constructors are special member functions or a methods of a Java class which we are permit the initialization of a object automatically. Then next is, why do you use the constructors? The constructor concept is used for initialization of a object automatically. Then identification of the constructors. The identification of the constructors are, the first one is the class name and the constructor name must be matched. There is no return type declared for the constructor method, and constructor functions does not return any values. These are the steps to identify the constructors and types of the constructor. First one is default constructor, second one is parameterized constructors. Default constructors, as name itself indicates, the default value can be assigned and initialized automatically for the object being created. Then parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructors, that only name only suggests that explicit value for instant variables can be supplied by its parameter list at the part of initialization process. This is the definition of the parameterized constructors. In default constructor, we are going to use no arguments in a constructors, but in parameterized constructors, we are going to pass the parameter list in a constructors. This is the small recap of constructor concept. Then in today's class, we are going to discuss constructor overloading concept. Constructor overloading is a concept of having more than one constructor with a different parameter list. In such a way, each constructor perform a different task. The constructor overloading is a concept which having more than one constructor with a different parameter list. And also, constructor overloading suggests that multiple methods with a same name or a different name with a different parameterized list. Of course, it difference definition of the body of the method or a it same body of the method, that didn't problem, but the main concept is the constructor with a different parameterized list. The constructor overloading is a concept which having a more than one constructor with a different parameterized list. And then this here in this picture, first they are created demo class. In demo class, first they are created demo constructor. Second one is also they are created same name demo constructor with the string s. The object is string s, but in third constructor they are initialized int I. These are the same constructor having the different parameterized list. In first they didn't initialize any values. In second constructor they are initialize string s. In third constructor they are initialize int I. These are the three overloaded constructor. They must have different parameterized list. This is the concept of constructor overloading. In a Java, constructor is just like a method but without return type. The constructors same as method but it didn't return any values or it doesn't have any return type, and it can also be overloaded like a Java method. Constructor also overloaded like a Java methods. And constructor overloading in a Java is a technique of having more than one constructor with a different parameterized list. The concept of constructor overloading is technique of having more than one constructor with a different parameter list. Then they are arranged in a way that each constructor perform a different task. They are arranged in a way each constructor perform a different task. That is, in a first for example, in previous example they are used three constructor type. In a first demo constructor they didn't pass any values. In a second they are used string s as a value. In third constructor they are passed int I as a argument. This is only that each constructor perform a different task in a different way, and they are differentiated by the compiler by the number of parameterized list they are passed and their type. It also consists of how we are going to pass the parameterized list with the different data type. If in, for example, we are going to pass a parameterized int I, again I am going to pass a string s. Here int and string are data types which are going to use in our constructor concept with a different types, but I and s are the different values. This is only helps to overload the constructor concept. Here the example of the constructor overloading, let us discuss. Here first they are created student class with the class is a class keyword, student is a class name. Here they are initialized instant variables, that is int id, string name, int age, and here is a creation of two argument constructor. The student is a constructor name. In that they are going to pass the parameterized s, int I and string n. Here they are initialized for id as a I, name as a n. This is the first constructor. In a second constructor they are passed the three argument, that is For id they are initialized the I value. For name they are initialized n value. For age they are initialized as a value. A value indicates or a default value of that a is 0. Here we didn't initialize any a value, because of that the default value of a is 0. And then they are used two constructors, and again they are used one method, that is display method with a return type, that is void. Void display, in this they are printed as a first they printed id, name, age with the help of output statement, that is system.out.println. This is the output statement, this is the method. Again they are declare the main method with the public static void main. In that they are created two objects with the help of new keyword, that is s1 and s2. In that s1 and s2 object they are passed the values of that constructor parameter list. First one they are passed 111 and a name as a current. In a second object they are used to pass 222, name is Arin and age is 25. But in first constructor they didn't pass any value for the age. Then with the help of these two s1 and s2 object they called the display method. Then at the end of the program they close the method and they close the class. When we are going to compile this program, the output is 111, that is current. The default value of a is 0. Here I previously told that the a value is default value of a is 0. The value of n is that id's name 111. 111 is printed and name is printed as a current and default value of a is 0. Then second object they are passed 3 arguments for the 3 values. That 3 values are going to printed as 222. Their name is Rn and age is 25. This is the simple example for the constructor overloading. The constructor with a different parameterized list. This is the concept of constructor overloading. Then now we can discuss the difference between the constructor and methods in a Java. There are many difference between the constructor and methods in a Java. There we can discuss. First, in a constructor is used to initialize the state of a object, but in a method they are expose the behavior of the object. In a constructor they are going to initialize, but in a method they are going to expose the behavior of the object. And the second difference is the constructor must not have a return type, but the methods have a return type. The constructor is invoked implicitly, but the method is invoked explicitly. In a Java, compiler provide a different constructor if don't have any constructor in a class, but the method is not provided by the compiler if any case they didn't initialize or declare. The constructor name must be same as the class name, but the method name may or may not same as the class name. These are the difference between the constructors and the method. The first one is the name of the constructors must be same as the class name, but in a method the method name may or may not be same as the class name, but it doesn't return any values in a constructor, but method return values. And constructor must have return type, but sorry, constructor must not have a return type, but in a method must have a return type. And the constructor is used to initialize the state of the object, but the method is used to expose the behavior of an object. These are the difference between the constructor and methods. I hope you all are understand. Thank you.